Hello, hello, hello. I am author and entrepreneur, the Cerebral Palsy Vigilante, Zachary Fennell. In today's video, I am going to talk about how my cerebral palsy, or CP for short, has helped to make me a grateful person. Yes, I am saying having a neurological disability has helped me become grateful. Admittedly, I learned this gratitude over time. Growing up, I possessed a different attitude, viewing my CP in a negative light, letting my less than stellar balance make me feel inferior to my able-bodied peers, exhibiting a reclusive personality because I was too embarrassed to ask for help, knowing such an ask would highlight my differences, causing me to stick out. The exact opposite of my desire to blend in and be like everyone else. I lived the first 18 years of my life this way. The catalyst for change occurred during my high school graduation. I realized, while I have known some of my peers for up to 12 years, I did not give them the chance to truly know me since I remained closed off. Reflection led to multiple regrets surfacing. Regrets I could have let haunt me, causing me to relive the past and never-endingly wonder, what if? What if I was friendlier to those who initiated interactions with me? What if I had been more open to ask for help? What if I'd been willing to answer questions about my diagnosis? I could go on, but I believe my point is made. So, rather than letting the regrets and what ifs haunt me, I used the experience to fuel my courage. Entering college, I vowed to myself to live differently, to be open about my disability. Thanks to the reception from classmates and professors, that openness turned into embrace, allowing me to step away from the shadows cast by blending in, bringing me to the shining realization that my differences do not make me stick out, but rather stand out, or blend out, as I like to say. When you blend out or stand out, you excel. For example, let's revisit 2005, welcome weekend, my freshman year of college. As I made my way to the meeting spot for the off-campus shopping trip, I overlooked a small step and fell. A GA, graduate assistant, came over to check on me. I followed her to the residence life office to get bandaged up. Then she asked, "Were you going on the shopping trip with us?" I had just fallen in front of my new peers. That was my first impression to them. I could have easily said no to the GA, gone back to my room, and sulked in embarrassment throughout the day. However, I vowed to make college different, deciding I was done compiling regrets. That gave me the courage to face potential ridicule. Answering the GA, "Yeah, I am going on the trip." Emphasize potential because no one ridiculed me about my fall. Rather, I formed friendships still going strong today. Without the shopping trip, I do not know if these friendships still form. So yeah, I am grateful for the regrets I collected the first 18 years of life because they gave me the conviction to find courage. Now with that said, there has been turbulence in my life since high school. One negative thought I mentioned earlier involved letting my CP make me feel inferior to my able-bodied peers. Similar sentiments sneaked up on me in 2015 when completing my first 5K. Getting passed by everyone, including people twice my age and those with dogs who kept stopping to let their canine companions go to the bathroom, left me emotionally deflated. Simultaneously, race volunteers and others cheered, the word inspirational uttered multiple times. In the moment, though, the encouragement was drowned out by me comparing my performance to all the other participants. After gaining the chance to reflect, I eased up on myself, coming to understand the comparisons were doing me a disservice. I faced different obstacles, making my finish time incomparable to other participants, creating a lens for me to recognize the only fair comparison out there, myself. In 2024, when assessing my 5K performances at Benai Brith Health Run, Helping Hands Heroes Run, or Lakeview Cemetery's Run Through History, I looked back at my finish times from the previous year's races. This focus enables me to avoid false defeats, evaluate success in a manner fair to me, and determine what I must do to get better. Possessing such a lens provides perspective, making life more manageable. Another reason to be grateful, which all stems back to my cerebral palsy challenging me to reframe my results. Some results were only made possible because I became okay asking for help. Although becoming okay asking for help required reprogramming my internal dialogue, going from seeing help as a sign of weakness and source of embarrassment to an avenue of possibility. For instance, taking college midterms and exams to the Dwyer Learning Center. Not wanting to stick out from the rest of the class, I decided I did not need said accommodation, which all worked out fine. Well, until junior year. During an essay-heavy English midterm, I became aware my answers were more representative of how much I could handwrite in a certain time period instead of how much I knew on the topics at hand. Afterwards, I emailed the Dwyer Learning Center director and inquired if I still had the option to take exams there. She confirmed I did. For all future essay-heavy exams, I went to the Dwyer Learning Center so I could type up my answers. Reaching out to inquire about my accommodation was essentially me reaching out to ask for help. Doing so helped ensure I earned the best grades possible. Going from that year, 2007, to a decade later in 2017, and the same principle remained at play. Asking for help secured me possibility. In 2017, the various 5Ks I did throughout the summer fed into a larger goal, training to walk 26.2 miles and become a marathoner. Based on my training, I estimated I would need 8.5 hours to complete the task. Yet the operating hours for the marathon I would be doing, the Towpath Marathon, only allotted for 7 hours. Thus, I reached out for help, asking the race organizers, Canalway Partners, for an earlier start time. They coordinated with Cuyahoga Valley National Park Rangers and secured me said start. Turns out, though, I grossly underestimated the time I would need to finish the marathon, clocking a finish time of almost 11 hours and 45 minutes in 2017. I did return in 2018, showing incredible improvement by finishing in 10 hours and 7 minutes. Credit goes to Canalway Partner staff and Cuyahoga Valley National Park Rangers who hung in there with me beyond the marathon's scheduled end time. Not to mention my friend James, who walked both marathons with me. I am forever grateful to everyone who played a supporting role in the feat. Those supporting roles were there to be filled because, again, I first asked for help. I am deeply grateful CP has shown me asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a method for maximizing potential. Through what I have shared today, I hope you too can switch your mindset from negative to grateful, viewing needing help not as weakness or reason to be embarrassed, but instead a pathway to possibility. Remembering to maintain a perspective lens on life rather than comparing yourself to others and suffering false defeats, which can cause you to feel inferior. If you have experienced these errors, and I think we all have, use them to summon the courage required to live the rest of your life without regrets. If still hesitant, feel free to feed off my experiences more. Check out my CP memoirs. Off Balance details my journey from embarrassment to embrace over having a disability and being different. Slow and Cerebral documents the road to achieving the unreasonable, which for me was becoming a marathoner. A lot of what I discussed today, plus much more, are in those books. I will leave links to Off Balance, Slow and Cerebral in my video's description. While down below checking out those links, also leave a comment sharing how you manage negative thoughts about your disability. I would also be grateful if you hit the thumbs up icon to show you enjoyed today's video. Finally, for more from me, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and ring the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos. Until next time, remember, don't blend in, blend out.